Hello, are we on? Hello, are we on? Oh, okay, cool. Hello, folks. Robbie Towers here with you from MSW Studios from Cleveland, Ohio. And tonight, we already came across some controversy. I guess there's going to be some pot of gold battle royals that's going to involve 4 from each brand. But you know what? Each brand wanted to put more than 4, and they came up with the idea of having their own battle royals aside their own pot of gold holders. What the heck is going on here, folks, already? Just to let you guys know, this is going to be TVMA. Anybody under 18, please ask your parents' permission, because there is adult situations in coarse language. Yeah, so we're going to have a women's match for the pot of gold briefcase that's now going to be represented by Big Time Wrestling right here, which is going to involve Anya, Mickie James, Asia Kull, Sarah Perry, Diamond, Mandy Rose, Sabrina Monaco, and Viper. And of course, Sabrina Monaco is in here because she ran out rematch clauses for the MSW women's title. And I'll get to that in a moment because that match happened recently on Big Time Wrestling. And then afterwards, we're going to have another women's battle royal deciding the Fury version of the pot of gold, women's pot of gold briefcase. And then afterwards, going to have the men's version of the, I think the Big Time Wrestling briefcase. And then, of course, the women's, I guess the main event will be the men's Fury briefcase. So, I guess they all want to go with their own brands. I swear to goodness. I mean, talk about the brand extension, spewing some venom here, folks. Oh my gosh. Let's get this battle royal right now, so we're going to do this one first for the women's big time wrestling briefcase. And here we go, folks. Yeah, just to let you know, I'm going to talk about that right now. There is a new MSW women's champion, and her name is Melody McMahon. She cashed in that briefcase recently in a match between Akira and Sabrina Monaco. Everybody's asking, I thought Akira was a Fury wrestler. She is. But she had a rematch clause, and she can cash that on any show she wants. That's one of the stipulations of this brand extension. So that happened. Melody came in, cashed in the briefcase, and shocked everybody by winning it. You know, it's not bad enough that the Vixens Club only has the tag team titles, but now they got the women's world title. God help us all. Oh my gosh. Alright, while this is going on, let me go over and talk about some of the things that happened on Big Time recently this Wednesday. We start off first with a match between Motor City Mike and Elias, who is now on the rosters officially. Elias managed to win that one. It was a dark match. We started off as, oh, and there goes Sarah Perry. Oh man, this woman can't seem to win a battle royal if her life depended on it. Good God almighty. So we had that, and Elias looked really good in his return. I'll tell you that much right now. Next up, we had Anya against Cheyenne, and Cheyenne did the same thing like Akira did. And the reason why they did this, even though Malachi was managing the show, was Malachi's in jail right now, courtesy of the claims of perjury that were brought upon him. In that situation, talking about, I didn't know you can get charged with perjury when you're an agent trying to figure it out. I mean, basically, I don't know. But Malachi came up with a tweet earlier this afternoon. I did not know you're allowed to tweet from prison, because he is serving a 30-day sentence right now, and he'll be back November 13th. And I quoted, "Ha, I win. Kickstarter's closed down." And yeah, their assets were frozen, ladies and gentlemen. I'm allowed to talk about it now because the gag orders seem to be lifted, because that's a resolution they came up with. Hey, Splash Mikey, how you doing? And you know what? It's a mess of affairs here. I swear to goodness, man. That it was it. Yeah, Splash Mikey, if you didn't watch Friday, Daddy retained the Cruiserweight title against Blue Arrow. Yeah, of course, Blue Arrow is on the Fury brand right now, so officially, I'm just going over some of the brand extension results, second week of 3. As this coming week will be the last, of the brand extension signings to make. So we had Anya against Cheyenne, and Anya managed to retain this Queen of Wasteland title. Anya, you know, she's shown that she is a... Daddy did. Daddy defeated Blue Arrow. Yeah. Daddy defeated Blue Arrow. Basically, Anya defeated... Oh, and there goes the Queen of Wasteland just got dumped over the top. Oh my gosh. Wow. So Anya defeated Cheyenne to retain her Queen of Wasteland title. Next up was Eric Young making his debut against Meecher. And he had a hard time. Eric Young tried to put up a fight against a 6'10" Meecher, but Meecher did win the match. And that was his first match since coming back from a rib injury that he suffered about a month ago. So that happened. And there goes Diamond. Oh my gosh. This is nuts, folks. Mickie James and Mandy Rose are still in it, ladies and gentlemen. This shows you. And there goes Viper. Holy cow. All right, speaking of Mickie and Mandy, they were in the next matchup as they went against Melody McMahon and Sarah Perry, and there goes Diamond. Wow. So yeah, Sarah Perry and Melody McMahon, and this has to be considered an upset. Mandy Rose and Mickie James won. Yes, that's right. Great comeback from Mickie James, I'll tell you that much right now. And you know, I gotta say, it's great to see her back in action. I mean, she felt like the last kid picked on the dodgeball team on the WWE draft, but you know what? Big Time Wrestling had no problem signing her here in Must See Wrestling. So we had that going on. And then the main event for the first segment of that show was the Furies going against Nick Aldis and Samoa Joe in an effort to win back their Tri-American Tag Team titles. It was a long fight, and it was barroom brawl rules, and Nick Aldis and Samoa Joe retained the title as Samoa Joe pinned Fury number 1. So as a result, they're still the champions. As we watch Mandy Rose take down Asia Kull with a jawbreaker. And Sabrina Monaco with the beautiful dropkick that nails both Mandy and Asia. So we got that going on. Now the second segment was pretty interesting. It started off with a 6-man wild brawl. Abdullah the Butcher and his 2 mystery guys were going against Terry Funk and his 2 mystery guys. Who did Abdullah bring to the ball game? The NWA World Champion Christopher and newcomer Brandon the Bruiser McClurg. That's right. Big guy too. He's like about 6'6", I would say around that 290 range. Big guy. He wrestles just like the legendary Bruiser Brody, and oh man, Asia Kull and Mandy Rose, the last 2. And on the other side of the ring, Terry Funk brought along Steve Dr. Duff Williams and Kevin Owens. I know some people are going to say, yeah, Dr. Duff is no longer with us, but you know what? This is fantasy wrestling. Let's face it. Any allowed to be used, no matter if they're living, dead, or they have a checker pass or God knows what. Hey, that's what it is. Wild 6-man brawl. But in the end, it would be Christopher getting the sleeper hold on Kevin Owens to get the win. But McClurg, I'll tell you what, he hammered the living hell of the competition. He was giving it the Funk, Owens, and Dr. Death. I'll tell you that much right now. This kid's going to be something to watch. He's like in the land of the young big men, basically. Which is include like Meecher, and you can include Daddy in that category. Oh, and Mandy comes back against Asia. So right now, yeah, we got that going on. Then we had also a backstage brawl between freaking Fury of all people, which I actually believe as we've seen a tag team implode in front of our eyes as Fury number 1 and Fury number 2 went at it. I guess Fury number 2 blamed Fury number 1 for not holding his weight. And Mandy Rose wins the pot of gold for Big Time Wrestling, so she's going to represent that Big Time briefcase for Big Time Wrestling. So that means she can cash in anytime against the World or Universal Champion primarily. But, you know, as we're watching this, we're seeing a lot of people cashing in against anybody that has a title. So that means nobody is not safe as long as somebody's running around with this briefcase. Yeah, so to just let you know about that, and I'll tell you what, pretty wild stuff going on here. As you see Mandy Rose right there, congratulations, Mandy. I'll tell you that much. What can you say? All right, folks, let's get to the next one, which is going to be the women's battle royal for the Fury briefcase. And there's the women right there: Cheyenne, Akira, Charlotte Flair, Kris Statlander, Susu, Sakura Miura, Shadow, and Sasha Banks are all going to be in this one, folks. I'll tell you what, nuts, man. I'll tell you that much right now. Yeah, because both brands wanted their own version of their their briefcase, man. I mean, really odd. Oh yeah, also on that program, afterwards we had a 3-way ladder match for the women's tag team titles. It was Jerry Missile and Monica Del Rey defend against former champions Mona Raquel and former champions Asia Cole and Dana Brooke. Now, this was an epic ladder match, but unfortunately had some technical difficulties, so they had to go for, yeah, and during, while we were trying to get the footage, there was a decision rendered. And Jerry Missile and Monica Del Rey did win the match and retain their titles. As of right now, the next tag team title shot will be going to somebody from Fury, and they're having a little mini tournament going on. So coming up this Friday, it's going to be Obsidian, Chow and Akira taking on Nia Jax and Shayna Baszler, the Beatdown Queens. The winner of that matchup will get the tag team title shot at Halloween Havoc, coming up on October 30th on Twitch here, folks, under Vampiro 0712. But afterwards, we found out news that Asia Cole signed on with Big Time Wrestling. Dana Brooke is undecided right now. I wonder if she's thinking about wanting to ally herself with her half-sister in Big Time, or does she want to ally herself with her mom in Fury? Which is a good question. Alright, afterwards, we had something unusual. Yeah, we had all that going on. And then we have Marvelous Merle going against Bobby Lashley. Good matchup. I'll tell you what, Lashley's looking like gold with Main Event Mafia, but unfortunately bad news about it. Tully Blanchard had the referee distracted, which gave Merle enough time to grab the chair that Blanchard threw at ringside. He hit Lashley with it, then he hits Lashley with a low blow and gets the cheap pin, which gives Merle the victory. Good God Almighty. Yeah, just to let you guys know how come I'm talking about this when there's oh, and there goes Cheyenne. And just to let you know how come I'm talking about this right now, and somebody else went over too. I think it might, it's not Charlotte, it's not Sasha. Sakura's gone. Holy cow. How come I'm doing this? I'm giving everybody a shorthanded result summary of these shows that happened this week, especially with the brand extension going on right now. I mean, you got these two brands, and I'll tell you what, like I said, I think both these brands did really well for themselves in the second round of pickups. Then coming up afterwards, we had Sabrina Monaco defending that title against Akira. Akira said she didn't mind getting a rematch on Big Time because of Malachi not being in charge. It was Michelle Marquis who's going to be in charge until November 13th. And in that matchup, basically we had everything going well. I guess Sabrina was almost ready to retain the title once again for as she has been a very good fighting champion. But Melody McMahon will come out of nowhere, cash the briefcase, get her title shot, and in the end, Melody McMahon will pin Akira to win that belt. So that means right now, Melody, the Vixens Club has a stranglehold on the world title and the world women's tag team title, which is now held by Jerry Missile and Monica Del Rey still. So right now we know, all we know is that Melody's on Big Time Wrestling. And I think if I heard correctly, I think Tracy Torment might be headed towards the same way. Now, coming up afterwards, we had an impromptu tag team match. Not that I heard of. Sorry, Eddie, you got your information wrong, man. Malachi's still in jail. They did not give him bail, man. Yeah. Malachi just tweeted from jail. I don't know who the heck's giving him a cell phone or a computer to tweet from jail. I thought prisoners don't get that privilege. No, so his 30-day sentence, was it, Eddie? No good behavior for that guy. And I know he's one of my boss, but I'm not gonna. I will rip on him. And somebody else just went over. And Charlotte just went over. The ring is slowly. And Sasha taking out. Akira's gone too, I think. Yeah. It's down to Susu, Statlander, and Sasha. Yeah, so you got your facts wrong there, Eddie. He's still in jail, man. He tweeted from jail today. It's a moral victory for him. It's not really a court case victory for him, Eddie. He's got to serve until November 13th. That's what they told Tonic today. So we had an impromptu tag team match. We had an impromptu tag team match where it was Brimstone and Jerry Bennett made an appearance because he's promoting his Universal title shot against Crichton at Halloween Havoc. Against LeJohn Lennox and Corey Crichton. And it was a good matchup, and Bennett finally broke his slump. Fans were happy with that, I'll tell you that much right now, and Statlander's finding her way out there against Susu and Sasha. Yeah, right now. Yeah, so right now we got the Fury version of the pot of gold for women's right now in the ring. The winner of that matchup will get that prestigious briefcase on the behalf of Fury. And let's see here on the main event tonight. Was it? So we seen Brimstone and Bennett won that one. So the main event that night was Monaco getting a shot at Crossbones for the MSW World Title. And the thing about it was that it was a good matchup, and then also Matt Bennett came in and cashed in his briefcase. And you know what? Any opening that Crossbones looked like he got, he took advantage, and he managed to take advantage of that situation and take down Monaco for the victory, which wound up making a missed opportunity for one Mr. Bennett. But right now, Mandy Rose has the big-time wrestling version of the pot of gold briefcase for the women. How was he in jail? Did you forget perjury? Yeah, he's got to serve the 30-day sentence, Eddie. Oh boy, I'm arguing with Eddie Stratton right now on the Twitch forums. He claims that Malachi's out of jail, but you know what? He lied on the stand. Alright, so that was the thing of this week for Big Time, as it was justice for the fans, Melon. It's down to Statlander and Sasha Banks. Wow. So in summary, Big Time Wrestling wound up getting Elias, Mercy Mike, Eric Young, Meecher, Mickie James, who else we had here? Christopher and Brandon McClurg, Dr. Death Steve Williams, Kevin Owens, and those were the guys they had there, and Alex Brimstone. That's the major prize right there, Alex Brimstone. Main reason he said he signed with Big Time was the main reason that he wanted to watch Matt Bennett's back. Matt Bennett needs somebody to watch his back while he's there, so he came over there to sign. So there you go, right there. Alright, after this match is over with, I'm going to go to the Fury front, as we're going to go with the men's version of the Fury and Big Time Wrestling briefcases. Since now both brands want their own version of pot of gold. Oh man, I've never seen I've never seen the competition, the brand extension competition just get savage like this. Holy cow. And I'm not talking about Randy either. Al Mellon saying there's no justice, man. I mean, yeah. Wait a minute, wasn't he sticking up for Kickstart for a moment there? You know what, never mind. I mean, there's so many conflicting opinions, man. I'll tell you that much right now about this situation. But in the end, Kickstart is frozen right now. Sorry to see that happen. So sorry. But I guess when you got Rogue, you know what, they say it's Malachi, but also it comes down to a Rogue employee by the name of Williams. Where the heck he is. I think Corey Creighton may not have been the most liked person in the world. He's not, he may be an old business CEO, he doesn't get along with Lorenzo and stuff like that, but Creighton does Creighton did defend that title. Oh, you're with Malachi, Melon. Sorry about them. I had you confused with somebody else, man. I apologize. Okay. So we're watching Statlander and Sasha Banks go away in this women's pot of gold briefcase for Fury. As both these companies are now going to have their own versions of the pot of gold. Crazy. I'll tell you that much right now. And she was going to go for the bank statement, but Statlander blocks it in a beautiful Russian leg sweep. Oh my gosh. I'll tell you what, man. Ow. Ow. Oh, missed it. Oh, man. Look at this stuff. Oh, nowhere to go, and Sasha ate a knuckle sandwich for lunch right there, folks. Oh, boy, here she goes again with that axe kick. Oh, man. Drops the boom right on her head. Here comes the boom. Oh, and right there, that made it look easy, as Statlander has that briefcase. That's what I just got done telling the fans, Eddie. There is no more Kickstarter, and I'm sorry to hear about that. So right there, folks, Statlander has that briefcase, while Mandy Rose has the one for big time. I guess these briefcases will only be allowed on to be on to be used on their respective shows. And Statlander, of course, is a member of Fury. She signed after losing the Tri-American title Friday night to Nova, and we'll get more into that in a moment here. All right, coming up next, we got the Big Time Men's Pot of Gold Briefcase, representing for Big Time Wrestling. That means any of these guys can cash it in on a title shot on Big Time Wrestling. And there's the combatants right there: Meecher, Adam Strange, Jericho Windham, Brandon the Bruiser McClurg, Brimstone, Abduallah the Butcher, Bobby Lashley, and Christopher. Like I said, once again, if you did not hear, I guess Big Time and Fury had an argument about how many guys they wanted to put in the Battle Royal, so they decided to make up their own pot of gold briefcases. So now there'll be a Big Time briefcase and a Fury briefcase. I guess Big Time's not even going to call theirs the pot of gold. They're going to call it the Big Time briefcase. I mean, this is just some crazy stuff going on here. I mean, the brand extension is going nuts, man. Malachi paid off the judge. I don't know, man. I'm not getting involved in that. That's between you and Malachi. Yeah. That's taking away from the talent here in Must See Wrestling. Yeah, come on, guys. Seriously. You know? I mean, no disrespect or anything, man. Now we got this going on. As we're watching this going on. And, oh, man, last year we got put out already. Oh, man. Are you kidding me? Malachi's probably laughing, saying, there's a wasted opportunity. He's probably thinking that Creighton should have been in it. Uh-oh, we got 7 in there still. Everybody that's not named Bobby Lashley is still in it. Yeah, that's all you can do right now. We move on. Unfortunately, the damage has been done, and yeah, that's all we can do right now, man. Like I said, I do my condolences. Oh man, and McClurg goes over. Wow. See, that's the thing about Battle Royals. It's anybody's freaking game here. We already seen two powerhouses in McClurg and Lashley already bite the dust. Go Pink Power Ranger, oh gosh. Don't let them hear you say that. And Brimstone taking on Abduallah in the Battle of Titans here. And look at that, we got Meecher and Adam Strange going at each other. Holy cow. Who ever saw we see that, man? $2.5 million in Adam Hitman? Oh, wow. And Adam Strange is gone. Holy cow. But Jericho Windham is still in it. Wow. Yeah, we just heard news. I guess that's what officially Michelle Marquis has changed the name to. The Big Time Briefcase for the men and women of the Big Time Wrestling circuit. Yeah, so right now in the Fury front, we had Blue Arrow making his debut against Daddy. So Blue Arrow is a member of the Fury brand. And unfortunately, but he lost against Daddy, and so Daddy is still the light heavyweight champion. And you know what? I still don't believe he's. You know, I have a hard time believing he is basically 205 pounds at his height. I'm sorry, I can't buy into it. I wonder what bull controversy is going on there, ladies and gentlemen. Yeah, I'll tell you what right now, I mean, what's Abduallah going to, Abduallah sending up for the powerbomb, and, oh no. Good night, Brimstone, wow. It's down to Christopher, Abduallah, Meecher, and Jericho Windham. Wow. Oh, and Jericho, he's going to get a big time elimination. And he gets rid of Christopher, wow. Well, after we had Blue Arrow against Daddy, we had seen another debut on, Fury. Alexa Bliss taking on Viper for the women's TV title, and Viper wound up retaining that one. Just to let you know, it was a good matchup. I thought Bliss was going to win it, but she did not. It did not turn out to be that way. Fury, I'll tell you what, they grabbed a slew of talent that night. Then coming up was going to be Adam Strange taking on defending TV title against Robbie McManus. Well, Robbie McManus was coming down the ring, and guess who jumps out of nowhere to attack him? Randy Orton. That's right, Randy Orton came out of nowhere and attacked McManus, costing him his opportunity going against the TV title. Well, I got news for Adam Strange. I guess he's going to have to defend the TV title now against McManus at Halloween Havoc, coming up October 30th on Twitch here under Vampiro 0712. And oh wow, one of these guys is going to get a big opportunity. Meecher or Jericho Windham. Are you kidding me? Wow. If you had said this was going to be the last two guys in here, I would say you're full of it. Yeah, who knows what plans Big Time has to sign this coming Tuesday when they're going to be broadcasting from St. Petersburg, Florida. St. Petersburg, Florida. And of course, Fury will be taking place in Tampa, Florida this Friday. So should be interesting. And then Miami, October 30th, will be Halloween Havoc. And they're going to call it the Big Time Briefcase. That's what we're calling it, folks. So we got that going on. This could be a game changer for one of these rising stars here. This is part of that youth movement here in Wrestling. I'll tell you that much right now. Along with John Monaco and Adam Strange, Jimmy Coldblood Jr., El Hijo del Serpento. You got a lot of great youth in here, basically. Corey Crichton's still young. He's not even 40 yet. And there goes Meecher and Jericho Windham. Holy cow. Jericho Windham gets the Big Time Briefcase. Are you kidding me? Wow. That is impressive. And I wonder how frustrated Meecher's got to be about that. Oh my gosh. There might be some vengeance on Meecher's part down the road. If I'm Jericho Windham, I would have to have eyes in the back of my head. But that was an amazing rebound from losing out and trying to regain the TV title from Adam Strange. I'll tell you that, Elmo. Holy cow. Give it up to him. So now Jericho Windham has the Big Time Opportunity Briefcase, as they're calling it. Well, folks, coming up next, we got the pot of gold opportunity. So, and there you go right there. The Hitman said Jericho Windham, big payday. Well, I think he just got the big payday. I mean, it's not the paycheck, but that title shot. He could be world champion in God knows what time. Okay, going on to things right now. We have Bayley against Susu Chow. This was a result from the promo when Bayley interrupted Susu Chow and challenged her. Well, during the match, we had another surprise. Charlotte Flair popped up out of nowhere, but her interference did not do too well, as Bayley still wound up losing to Susu Chow. And here is the Battle Royal for the men's pot of gold briefcase, which is going to be represented by Fury. AJ Styles, Baron von Farkas, Grit, Jerry Bennett, Ronnie Taylor, Robert McManus, Hanu Premji, and Randy Orton. Wow. That is a powerful lineup. I mean, all these were powerful lineups tonight in these Battle Royals. Any one of them could have won it, but you know what? That's the problem. When you don't have to pin somebody or make them submit or knock them out, you just toss them over the top when they're at a surprise or weakened state. That leaves it open for anybody. That is the surprise of a Battle Royal. Alright, so we got done with Bayley and Susu. Then we had the tag team of Ronnie Taylor and Jerry Bennett, who you're going to see in this ring right now, going against Brandon McClurg and Christopher. Wild tag team match, but it ended on the outside when Ronnie was thrown over the top by Christopher, but Tracy grabbed Ronnie. Referee forewarned her not to do it again, and then she did it again and wound up getting McClurg and Christopher disqualified, giving the first the victory, which is like unfreaking believable, folks. I'll tell you that much right now. Alright, moving on. We had a surprise bunch of people in the next six-man match. It was AJ Styles, Luke Gallows, and Carl Anderson making their debuts for Fury, going against the team of Grit and his surprise partners, the Green Meanie and Kazuki Urahara. And there goes Bennett. Oh, man. Like I said, once again, you may be the mightiest wrestler in the world, but it doesn't mean you had the advantage. Must remember that, folks. And it was a wild six-man match, but in the end, Grit, Urahara, and Meanie wound up winning it. So, that happened there. Next up, we had the debut of the Beatdown Queens, Nia Jax and Shayna Baszler, going against Yoriichi and Sakura Miura. It was a good back-and-forth tag team match, but in the end, you had Nia Jax and Shayna Baszler winning it. And Farkas is gone, folks. Wow. Bomber was not here this weekend because he had, yeah, you know what, I guess he had something going on, and whatever it is, I hope everything, you know what? Yeah, let's hope he's all right. Then once again, backstage brawl, Orton and McManus got into it again. It's like, okay, what the heck's going on here? These two just don't like each other, and this time, and Orton beat down McManus once again. Orton's a damn bully. That's all I'm going to say right now. Orton is just a damn bully. I hope McManus gets his revenge. I mean, Orton doesn't know better. He always likes to pick a fight with somebody, and one of these days, Orton's just going to pick the wrong fight and wind up getting his head caved in, I hate to say. And Premji now taking it to Ronnie Taylor. And AJ holding on to their life, but AJ is gone. Orton gets rid of him. Wow. The Apex Predator continues to survive. Next up was Reverend Morbid defending the Great Lakes title against Baron von Farkas. And that was a good back and forth match. Morbid was looking for revenge. Oh, and there goes Grit. Morbid was looking for revenge after Farkas attacked with Flair last week and kept him off the card with he had to take care of at home. And there goes Orton. Wow. McManus, that's 1 point for McManus. He managed to out-survive Orton in this battle royal. And I'll tell you what, Morbid won that one. Then we have a surprise promo. The return of Ash Nugent. And he asked a certain someone to come and join him once again. I think I know who that was, but they weren't there that weekend. So we'll just say it that way. Then we had Akira and Shadow going against Shotzi Blackheart and Rhea Ripley. So they're on the Rhea and Shotzi's on that brand now, which was won, of course, by Akira and Shadow. So next, coming up this Friday, I heard it's going to be the winners is going to get the women's tag team title shot at Halloween Havoc between the Beatdown Queens and Obsidian. So that's going to be coming up Friday in Tampa. Then we had Matt Bennett retaining the title against The Miz, and boy, he just took his angst out from not doing well in that cash-in, and he just let The Miz have it. Oh my gosh. I'll tell you what, Bennett looks really good. I'll tell you that much right now, despite everything. Coming up afterwards, we had Red Dawn teaming up with old friend Kofi Kingston, going against Hanu Premji and his new charges, Brock Lesnar and Kurt Angle. Yes, they're under the employment of Hanu Premji now. And as a result, well, it didn't turn out that great for Premji and his new employees because, and there goes Premji. Wow. Premji got caught by surprise by Ronnie Taylor. Oh, man. What? And now I think the fans are torn. You got two of the most popular guys in the ring right now. Ronnie Taylor and Robert McManus. But Kofi Kingston wound up pinning Hanu Premji for the victory. And Ronnie Taylor's going to do it. He gets the briefcase. Holy cow. He has the pot of gold. He is the owner. He has a pot of gold in his hands that he can cash in at any time. Holy cow. Unbelievable. What a victory. All right, let me go over some of the other stuff here real quick. We had Nova defeating Kris Statlander to regain her Tri-American title. And yes, even though Universal are owned by Must See Wrestling right now, they can be held concurrently with any other title. That is so correct. Then we had the Wolfpack defeating the Cousins of Carnage in Hell in a Cell when Lorenzo pinned Demolition Man. So Wolfpack is going to be defending the titles against a team of big-time wrestling choosing, which I think is going to be a four-way contenders match, I heard, coming up this Tuesday. And then the big main event, well, Crossbones Meadows match, folks. Jimmy Coldblood Jr., remember that name, defeated Crossbones to win the MSW World Championship. Great back and forth match. Crossbones and Viper tried everything in their power to retain that title for their group. And unfortunately, Coldblood was not going to be stopped. He was determined. He was basically focused. He was basically everything else, and in the end, Jimmy Coldblood Jr. won the world title. Congratulations, kid. You deserve it. Thank you all for joining us here tonight in the week of MSW For everybody here, I am Robbie Towers, and hope you all have a good night. See you Tuesday for Big Time. See you Friday for Friday Night Fury. Take care, guys.